To be for game number 2 of this rivalry series. Number 16 Alabama against Auburn as the Tigers prevailed in game 1 late last night by a score of 4-3. Up to number 4. Kristen White batting 9th. Shelby Lowe in the circle. Finley Cahalan digs in the first pitch. Fly ball that hits softly to Weidra at third for out number 1. Was honored pregame. More on that as we get deeper into this contest. Jenna Johnson rips one in the left field. And the tied with her first base runner, a one-out single. Johnson moves up to number 2 in the order.
Struggles offensively, got it together in the 7th inning, but at that point it was just too late.
Kendall Clark, first pitch swinging, fly ball to right field, battling the sunshine is Tresvik. Route number 2. Chances to avoid day 1 of the SEC tournament here next week. This one roped to third, and Weidra was there. One out single, stranded at fast start last night for Auburn. I want to say the game was decided in the first inning, but a big sequence and a leadoff walk changed the whole mojo.
Pitches time and time again.
Packer over to first, covering the second baseman Evelyn on the play.
For a hitter to make an error on a pitch that maybe is more over the heart of the plate, and I got to trust my stuff. 1-2
from Brisky, off speed, hard to the plate for the second out. First strikeout for Jocelyn Brisky last night. She was challenged, fouled off 4 straight pitches before exiting the ballpark, and this time it's back-to-back strikeouts.
The emotions pre-game of what that's like.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Emma Broadfoot, Alabama native. Low comes home, swatted to deep right field. Back is Tresvik, fighting that sunshine, and she will make a clean grab for out number 1.
And so I wish I would have just said to my mom and dad and grandparents how much I appreciated them.
Back to Lowe, and a strike to first. Second out. 2-2. 3-hopper over to third. Weidra has been impressive. A 1-2-3 frame. Auburn coming back up to bat, bottom of the second inning. For the next Alabama star, and perhaps superstar with what we've seen. 2-time SEC Freshman of the Week. This one knocked back into center field. Leadoff batter aboard in the form of Anna Woolers, and a good piece of hitting.
And allow that to fuel you going into your at-bats, because you know she's a staple on the defensive end.
Could be 2 to short Cahalan. Hevelin with a turn. And the Crimson Tide with a double play. Lanowski. Bases empty. 2-hopper back to Cahalan. And the side quickly retired. The leadoff single erase on the double play. 2 innings in the books. We are
things to kind of put you in a position to get out of your comfort zone as a hitter.
Lowe comes home with a 1-2 offering and hits softly to left field. McCreary for the first out. Don't forget.
So there was a game that was set up by Coach Heather Tarr to just keep us going, but you're struggling at the end of conference play, weekend to weekend. You're constantly being beat up. You're playing the same opponent. You're going to just see how coaches find ways to attack a little bit.
Cahalan, seeing eye single, it just fell right in front of Packer in center field. Her first hit.
Spin on the outer half like that, and I think those are the pitches that at times right-handed hitters don't get to see a lot because they're used to seeing right-handed pitchers. So that spin of a backdoor curveball coming out of the opposite hand.
I mean, you can go into the weeds fairly deeply, fairly quickly. Over to third, Weidra is there again.
Bama prior to this game, I mean, both of them were so dialed and committed to that piece. Free passes are unacceptable against those types of hitters.
Roach in foul territory. Flies out to Johnson.
It's more of a money grab than it is anything.
Right back to Brisky. She'll knock it down. Firing to first. Not in time. Well, heads up base running by Annabelle Weidra. That is dominance defined. And McCreary lines out to Hevelin at second.
We have Alexis Osorio and redefined the rise ball pitcher.
Packer to Hevelin off of 2 hops. And the 1-out single back to the circle, stranded. at first. We remain scoreless.
It was elevated up in the zone, and Ole Miss was able to find a way to adjust. It's easier to adjust to a pitch that's a little up. It's hard to adjust to a pitch that's down in the zone. So that really was the biggest difference.
2 hours ago, it was probably closer to 86, 87. We'll undoubtedly get a little toastier as we get closer to the summertime. Packer tracks down the second out. It's a lifetime. Cut on and miss. Lowe records the strikeouts. Probably, I'd say 20 seconds or so, and then it all kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
Hit sharply into right field off the glove of Heavlin. Leadoff batter aboard for the Tigers.
Of her pitches just based on how they were moving.
Right back to Brisky. It smashed her just below her nose. She somehow got the ball to first to record the out. And a called strike 3. Wooler strikes out on the ESPN app. The Aggies have been incredible this year offensively. Trying to steal third. Unsuccessfully is Tresvik. How about the comeback by Bama in this frame after the leadoff single yesterday?
She just has this different type of like ice in her veins mentality, and Shelby Lowe is just very calm, cool, collected. Energy doesn't change. Ice in her veins in a different.
In this game for Lowe. 3-1 stays high. 1-out walk issue to Riley Valentine. And the first walk of the game tossed by Lowe. So let's see her pinch hitting for Dowling. And a first pitch. Fly ball, shallow right. Tresvik is there. Throw down to first. They doubled her off. Valentine was halfway to second, realized that. Put a pause on that for a moment. Line off of 2 hops to Cahalan. Oh, and like a pro, just stabbed it and delivered a strike.
Well, from one shortstop to another, you know, Nelia Peralta's like, damn you. That was going to be right back up.
Broadfoot barely had to move an inch. Cahalan again. 2 away. Well, don't forget the SEC Now team will be at the SEC.
Comebackers to her in the circle, but that hasn't taken her out of the game. And I think that, to me, goes to show mentally in a good place.
Strikeout recorded. Side is retired. 5 for potential. There's that one off of 1 hop, goes back to Lowe. Tell you more about White in just a few minutes, but
you're getting a lot of action. You're involved in a lot of different plays. It comes with the territory of being that leader.
Cahalan flies out to McCrary and left. 7 combined base runners in this game here.
And celebrate with an opposite field home run. So I just want to be smart with the location.
Off of 1 hop, Peralta off the back foot in time. Oh, the stretch.
Get overturned.
After review, the call in the field has changed. The runner is safe. This is Alabama's first challenge.
2. Side retired.
We're situationally aware of it at certain counts and where we want to locate it.
Hit sharply, Cahalan. Rock solid. 1 away.
Long, lengthy at bats, and that's what you want out of your leadoff. Someone that's scrappy. They're willing to see a lot of pitches.
Into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. McCrary a big turn. It was bobbled for a moment.
Coaching and one of the best.
Eagle on the perch. 0-2 to Packer. Popped up. 2 steps onto the grass and an easy play for Heavlin at second. route number 2. Come to life in the back half of this season. Little number into center field, off the glove of Cahalan. Advancing to third on the play, and smartly done and executed by Abby Smith. Auburn with something brewing here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner. So interesting with Tresvik stealing second. That takes the bat out of the hands of Leck in this moment. And the Tigers have him loaded. 2 away. Biggest moment so far in game 2. Abby Smith standing on third base, representing the go-ahead run. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Beaver in 3 pitches strikes out Wohlers as the Tigers leave him loaded. Tied with just 3 hits so far. Leadoff batter is aboard. Callie Hevelin draws a walk.
Big moment here, Broadfoot, 3-2.
Payoff from Penta, stays high and out of the zone. And Broadfoot with a shout out back towards the Alabama dugout. Runners at first and second.
I'm forcing an out at third base on the ground.
Pruitt, a big cut, and down she goes. First strikeout for Maddie Penta out of the Auburn bullpen. Dowling would be due up next. Into left field for a base hit. And Pat Murphy will keep the lead runner Hevelin at third, but Bama has the bases loaded with just 1 out. Inning to do it, but she did it. 2 away.
And that's the pitch that I'll strike.
Lines out to third. Widra ready and waiting. And the threat ends there. Into retirement. Peralta, high in the air. Fair territory, tracked down by Clark. 1 away. Rip past the third baseman, Dowling into left field. A big turn for Milanowski, and then now she will retreat to first and be tagged out there. Bart. With every pitch, it seemed like momentum switched hands. And Mariah Penta fouls out to Broadfoot at first. Extra innings here on the Plains. Murph told us that he was bringing Coach Dean a gift. Sharply, right center field. Cahalan's aboard. She's going to dig for 2. Here comes the throw, and it's late. A leadoff double for the tie. Say more. Rip to third, Widra. Another gem in the hot corner. Payoff pitch on the way, and a fly ball hits softly to left field. McCrary records the 2nd out. And that is Abby Smith now playing in left field. Hevelin trots down to first, and here's Broadfoot. Fly ball, left field, playable for Smith. Auburn escapes the top of the 8th inning. Bama strands 2. Tigers. Widra, 1 for 2. Make it 1 for 3. Strike. Cahalan gobbles it up for out number 2. It does not sound like an easy
half and took her to left field. And that excitement on her face.
translates in the circle with Kayla Beaver tonight. And the payoff. Served up the middle, stabbed off the bounce by Peralta. Leadoff batter is aboard. And a nice piece of hitting that time by Larissa Pruitt. Moment as the strike was called. Valentine swinging, outer half, knee high, and a called strike 3. Leadoff double by Cahalan the next frame. Pop straight up in the air, foul territory. Widra finally tracks it down for the second out.
In.
Runner goes. Cue ball hit over to first. Alabama with runners at the corners. Johnson is aboard. She couldn't have hand placed that ball any better. Fly ball, deep right field. Back is Tresvik at the track and makes the catch. Alabama strands 2 more. On display early tonight. Tresvik pops it up. Foul territory. That will stay playable for Broadfoot at first. 0 for 2 tonight. Home run last night. Pops it up to shallow right center. And the catch is not made. Hevlin retreating. Peralta in the on-deck circle. Niemer at first base, representing the winning run. Wooler strikes out. Popped up right side of the infield. Broadfoot underneath. 9 complete. We head to the top of the 10th. 6 home runs. Her campaign. And a leadoff walk issued to number 88. Concludes the 2-0 on the way. And this one's bunted right back towards the circle. Widra up with it quickly. And the sacrifice.
These days, because hitters are finding ways to be petty at the plate and really making these pitchers work. So it's not that it's unheard of. And she has a partner in crime in Shelby Lowe, and the performance that she was able to be falling behind constantly.
Slapped over to short, the force out at second, the turn to first, and it's in time for the double play. 4th straight inning, Alabama's had 2 base runners. Milanowski serves one, center field, and it gets down. Well, everybody in the stadium held up the stop sign as she made the turn at first.
Had too many opportunities that we've let slip between our fingertips. Have to be better.
Roach gets it down. Broadfoot over to Hevlin covering. And Auburn with a winning run in scoring position. And Beaver with a Prairie, the senior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. To the backstop, and that will put Elkins at third. And Auburn inching ever closer. Beaver does it again. And something to say afterwards, her 6th strikeouts. Pruitt 1 for 2. Swats this one over to second, an awkward hop. Not in time. Roach got there.
That can be tough.
Pitch number 87 for Maddie Penta on the outside corner and a called strike 3. Valentine is retired. Strikeout number 901. This announcing crew will as well. That went into left field. Dowling with a base hit. Pruitt now at second. Off the foot. Both runners advance. Pruitt at third. Dowling at second. Freshman of the week back in February. Fly ball, center field. Is it deep enough? Charging, Packer. And the answer is no. Pruitt quickly back to third. 2 away. Cahalan through the right side. Pruitt scores. Right behind her is Dowling, and it's 2-0 Bama.
So she's been able to have today and take the bat out of her hand. And this is exactly why. She's able to step up on time with the changeup, pulls it to the right side of the field, and gets the job done. And that's really what Bama has been waiting for. Someone to be able to be the big person in the moment.
Out hitting their rivals 10-7. Jenna Johnson, one hop to second. Roach up to the task. And the payoff. Called strike 3. Nearly 3.5 hours in. A mile in the air. Bama and out away. Popped it up. This could do it. Broadfoot has it. Bama finds a way. 2-0 our final score in 11 innings in Auburn. Tomorrow, right back here on SEC Network at 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. That'll do it for us. For Danielle Laurie, I am Roy Philpott. Our hardworking crew, we say good night from Auburn, Alabama.